In our previous video, we were able to write tests, and using our basic implementation of the testing framework, we were able to test all the tests that we have written. Along with that, we were able to print a user-friendly message on each test. In our console right now, we can see both the tests are passing. As soon as we change the value from 6 to 5 and refresh it, we can see 6 is not equal to 5. That means that this test is failed and this one has passed. In this video, we will try to refactor our code to make it much more modular and robust. So here we can see every time we test for any value to be equal to expected, we have to write this if condition. So you can see we are writing it 2 times, here when we want to test add, and here if we want to test for subtraction. But what if we want to test add multiple times? Then we will have to copy paste this code again and again. So this portion of the code is known as assertion. Assertion is something that you use to compare two values, whether they are equal. Sometimes you will want to compare whether the value is a string, a number, or something like that. To understand this better, we are going to write another function similar to subtract, but this time we'll call it sayHello, that will accept one parameter, that is name, and will return hello and name. So if we call sayHello function with aria, it should return hello aria. So once we have written this function, we want to test this function. So for that, we will have to write a very similar function like this, and we'll call it test sayHello. A test sayHello will have a result that will come from sayHello function, and here we can pass any parameter like aria, and the expected should be of type string. So there are multiple things we can test here. We can exactly test what value should be returned from this function, but I'm just testing what type of value it should return. So here I'll say type of result. If it is not equal to string, you have to throw an error saying the type of result is not equal to whatever is the expected. And for writing the test, I'll go ahead and add this, and here the message we'll pass is pass aria and expect string. And instead of passing test add, we'll say test sayHello. Now if we refresh the page, you can see this test is being passed. So here let's look at all the assertion we are writing. So this is one assertion, this is second assertion, and this is third assertion. Every time we are writing a test, we will have to compare two values. So why not write an abstraction for it? So we'll go ahead and write a function. So we are going to call this function expect, that will accept a parameter and return an object. Why an object? Because we want multiple functions. Sometimes we want to compare two values to be equal. So for that, we'll call it is equal. And that is going to be a function, and that will accept another parameter. So this one is actual. This is going to accept expected. And here we will do exact same thing. If result, here we don't have a result, so we'll say actual is not equal to expected, then you have to throw an error because I'm looking for equality. Now let's go ahead and try to use this. So instead of doing this, what we'll do is we'll call expect function that accepts one actual value, that is going to be result, that is going to return an object that is going to have a method is equal. Instead of is equal, let's name it to equal, because it will make it easier to read. So I'll say expect result to equal the expected, and that's all we need to do. I'm going to comment out this code and refresh it here. Now if you look at this, this is test add, and we can see test add is failing the test. Similarly, here we want to do the same thing in subtest. I'll paste the same code, refresh it, and now we can see everything is working as it was, but now we have to write fewer lines of code. Let's go ahead write another function for comparing string value. So we'll call it to be equal. That is again going to be a function that will accept a parameter. We'll call it expected and throw a very similar error like this. And here we'll say, so type of actual should not be whatever is in expected. If that is not the case, you have to return type of actual is not equal to expected. And we'll replace this if else with our function that is expect result to be equal, and here we'll pass a value whatever is expected. Refresh it and we'll see everything is working properly as it was. The reason we are making another function for this is because if we carry this function all around, we will have to write tests like this. And if you compare the older one, writing if else all the time, that looks a lot more complex. So now our test will look something like this. So this is going to be our assertion library. And assertion library is used for comparing two values. If the comparison is not true, then we're going to throw an error. So now if we want to write any test, the first thing we need to do is to call test function that accepts a message. We'll call it add 10 plus 10 to be equal 20. Here we'll pass a callback function. That callback function is going to have expect. What we want to expect? We want to expect calling add function with two values 10 and 10, and that is going to return a function to equal, and here we'll pass a value 20. So this is our next test. Refresh it and you can see that test is passing. So now writing test will become so much easier because we have written two abstraction. One is assertion library and one is testing framework. So in future, if we are going to use Jest to test our code, Jest is a library that makes testing very easy for us to write. So how it will look like, let's have a look. So here we have a function called sum that accepts two values a and b and returns a plus b. To write a test for it, you can see it looks something like test. You pass a message, along with that you pass a callback function, and if you compare that with our test that we have created, it looks very similar. So expect is a assertion library that accepts a function call, and here they will give you access to a lot of methods like what we have created it here, like to equal and to be equal. We can name these things really well, but right now it works for us. So in this way, we learned about writing test in vanilla JavaScript by creating our testing framework and a small assertion library. These two are very basic implementation of these things. Now writing test has become a lot more easier, and it displays friendly messages.